This is for you if you've been stuck on creating content for weeks and weeks, or if you feel burnt out from creating content every day. I appreciate you subscribing down at the bottom so that you can get a breakthrough in every single video that I put out there. These right here are the 5 things that will give you endless content for years and years and years and years of the lifetime of your business. Stick around for the 5th one because it's a juicy one. Number 1, talk about what you're excited to talk about. Contrary to what you've heard, being in the vibrational frequency of excitement is making you a clear vessel for intuition. So there is an audience for what you want to talk about, what you're excited to talk about. Because the thing is, you don't have to sit there and worry like, oh my gosh, are people going to like this? Or is this going to be something that people want to hear? Yes, if you're following your excitement, people do want to hear about that because your intuition is constantly guiding you. You're a clear vessel for intuition when you're following the excitement. So if it comes up during when you're excited, then that means there's an audience. You shift into a reality where there's an audience for that thing. Get this. Being in the vibrational frequency of worry and anxiety, like are people going to want to hear this? I don't know if this is a good topic. That puts you out of alignment with what you're wanting, which is an audience, your soul clients to hear what you're talking about and be in love with what you're talking about. So if it puts you out of that vibrational frequency, then, the result is no wonder why nobody is listening, or you're not getting a lot of views on it, or you're not getting the result you want. Has that happened to you? You'll naturally be attracted to the right things to talk about. Number 2, have a good morning routine. Seems simple, but I'm going to break it down for you. This is what I do in the morning, and it works like a charm because this is where I get a lot of the topics and titles for my videos. Yes, I get titles and everything like this. So I wake up and I do gratitude, basically do a gratitude list in my mind. And actually today, once I did that, I got this topic for this video, plus I got the title for the video. That's how fast this stuff works, because when you're in a state of gratitude and appreciation, you're in a higher vibe state and you have room for what? Intuition. After that, I go into my CEO manifestor monologue. So basically it's 2 paragraphs of me saying the life that I desire to live. I go into that. And then after that, I do my guided meditation. I do that around business. I do it around clients. I do it around money. So any guided meditation that you feel called to do, go with that one. And also I do a scripting. Sometimes I'll do that because I'm not a fan of writing all the time. So if I feel like it's my excitement, like I feel excited to write a script of my desired life, I'll do that. But I don't do that every day. But through all of these things, I'm in the vibrational frequency of excitement, of appreciation, of passion, right? So from that vibration, those vibrational frequencies, I'm a clear vessel for intuition to flow through. And that's why I get the ideas and the topics and the titles for my videos. And it gets to be that easy. And I always have content to put out for y'all. I'm just not that type of person where I'm going to make videos on run-of-the-mill topics. And you don't have to be that type either. It's not a requirement. There is no requirement for you to go viral. There is no requirement for you to attract the right audience or subscribers that you talk about this certain thing. If you find it boring and you find it to be a chore just to make these videos, then don't do it. Do what you love to talk about. Follow your excitement, follow your intuition, and make those type of videos because then it's fun. I found making these long form videos fun. I look forward to doing this because I talk about what I love to talk about, and I can talk about manifestation all day long. Which brings me to my next point. Number 3. Follow your intuition. Ooh, we are covering ground, aren't we? So you receive intuition often. It's not like you're not getting anything. It's a matter of you being in the receptive mode to receive the intuition. And to be in the receptive mode, you want to be in a higher vibe state, or you want to be in a more meditative state. Because when you're feeling worried and frustrated and really irritated, you're not in the vibrational vicinity to receive the intuition. And even if you did receive it, you would just brush it under the rug. Has that happened to you where you receive some intuition to do something, like maybe go play the lottery today, and then you're just like, that doesn't make any sense. Nobody ever wins that. Okay, you were not a clear vessel for it, right? That's why I said in the beginning, following your excitement. That's a way to have clear access to your intuition because the right stuff is going to come up. And when you keep following and hold that vibrational frequency, it's just a string of events that are the right events for you and the quickest path to your manifestation, the quickest path to having more views, the quickest path to your desire. But the main thing is pay attention to your vibrational frequency. Pay attention to how you feel about things. When you're doing your morning routine, there's so many different morning routines that you can do. So doing the appreciation or gratitude list, scripting, or even doing some type of EFT tapping, all different types of things that you can do. So you don't have to limit yourself to, oh my gosh, I have to do this particular thing every single day. You don't. Switch it up. I switch up my morning routine a lot. I mean, you don't have to do the same thing every day because for some of us, it can get boring. And then when we get to that point where we feel bored, we feel burnt out, and we don't want to do it anymore. So you don't have to do that. Follow your excitement. If you're getting burnt out from a morning routine, that just means that that is not a match for you anymore. There's something better. There's a better way for you to do it that's more in alignment with your vibrational frequency. And you'll know it because you'll feel good about it. Oh, what if I do this one instead? What if I actually do my gratitude list? What if I throw in some affirmations here? You'll know. Number 4, this one's more on the technical side, but it's going to be look on Quora or look on Google Trends for what people are asking about in your niche. So what are people asking about with law of attraction and manifestation? What are people asking about in Reiki? What is your audience asking about? And then from there, you can pick the topic that is most exciting for you. You see how I did that? Throw that intuition right back in there. This is really easy to do. You can do this while you're watching your kids. You can do this while you're watching TV. You can do this while you're listening to my videos for the 15th time. You've got it. All you do is go on Quora, search up the topic. It'll give you a whole bunch of questions people are asking, or you go on to Google Trends and then you just type in your niche and it'll give you the questions and the topics people have been asking about or have been typing in the last 48 hours. I forget the time frame, but it has a whole different it gives a bunch of different time frames for that. So choose wisely. You got it though, because you're following your excitement. Number 5, yeah. Okay, number 5 is going to be talk about what you have been through or what you're currently going through and use that as a lesson for content. When you talk about what you've been through or what you're going through, this is what people relate to. And I know when I watch people's videos, that's something that I watch out for because I'm like, oh, okay, they get it, right? So that's what I do in my videos a lot of times. I will throw in a story or I'll throw in something that relates because it's like, why aren't you posting a video? Why do you feel like you're getting burnt out with putting up content? That's something you can talk about. Talk about your experience with that and how things shifted for you. When you're also shifting limiting beliefs, you always definitely have content because everybody can relate to different limiting beliefs because everybody has limiting beliefs. Okay. So do that and see how that works out for you because you'll see and notice that you have all these stories and events that happen during your lifetime here and you can pull from those stories. There's always a lesson in every single story that you have because you can always reflect on them. It's gotten you to where you're at now. So there's always more and more to pull from and you're constantly creating new events moment by moment, day by day. So just pull from your line, take out your album book. You know what? I remember when this happened in this picture. I remember when that happened. Oh, wow. I learned that in this picture. There's so many things you can pull from. You've had a full life on this planet, in this reality. There's something, a bunch of things you can pull from. To do all this, I'm not saying that you've had to go to the Oscars or go travel to 40 countries or go hang out with celebrities. That's not a requirement because the day-to-day things that you do, people can relate to that. Like me waking up to do my morning routine or following my intuition. You can relate to that. People can relate to that. It doesn't have to be off the wall stuff. Let me know in the comments the breakthrough that you've got from this video. And also be sure to subscribe. I appreciate every time you subscribe because I'm here to give you content where you can get breakthroughs and you can start shifting into realities where you have your manifestation.